Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going back to the wide body, but not directly. Everybody's asked me, what are we gonna do with this car? Customers ask me all the time, oh, is that your race car? I'm like, no, it's not really drivable, it just goes forwards and back. Well, we decided that it's time to do something with it. I've got this 2003 S-Class, S55 AMG, by the way, supercharged. So what we're gonna start with on it is pulling all the brakes. We're gonna take the pads and rotors and calipers off of each wheel. We're gonna set them aside, and then we're gonna see if we can fit them on this. Now, obviously that's gonna take some heavy modification. That's not all gonna be one video. That's not all gonna be today. But for now, I'm just tearing the brake system off of this, and then I'll show you what we're planning on doing with the engine. Look at that, AMG supercharged. Who built this? Looks like Ricardo Beck. That's the guy who hand-built this engine. Cool thing about the AMGs is there's always a signature plaque on it. I myself am not gonna pull the engine out of this car. I'll leave that for Steve and Alan to do. But I am gonna do stuff like the lights, the fenders, the hood, the quick, easy stuff that I can do. Mostly because I didn't want to give you another wiring video for kit. After one is enough of that. Let's take it to the back. To make it interesting though, let's play a game. Guess how many Mercedes I own. Put it in the comments section and I will randomly pick somebody to send a merch bag to, a hoodie, a sweatshirt, a hat. I'll drop hints through the video. Well, let's try some air. Is the compressor not on, Steve? Did you turn the compressor on? Somebody break my gun? Interesting. There we go. My gun was just stuck. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Everything on this car is a pain in the ass. This car has been jinxed since I got it. I never should have bought it. Because I think I say that about most of the cars I have, because most of the Mercedes I have are all broken except for two. All right, I'm gonna pull the brakes off the front, and the reason being is I may be wrong, but I think we can retrofit these to go on that in some form or another. We might need to change the spindle, but highly improved brakes, and it won't cost me anything. Normally I'd take my time and I would disassemble everything, but I'm not going back together with any of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the brake hose and cut the brake wear sensor and pull this whole assembly off. I think that's gonna be the fastest way to do it. Here's another hint. Here's another Mercedes that belongs to us. 2022 GLE 450. I had to bring it in, took a rock to the headlight driving down the freeway and busted the headlight. So I had to replace that. So that makes, so far, how many Mercedes do I have here in the shop that are mine? 2 so far. On the bolts that hold the rotor on or keep it stationary in place, if you just put a Torx in there and try and turn it with a wrench, you're likely gonna strip it out. It takes shock to get it to release, so you gotta use an impact driver. And and even this, it might actually strip out, but if you don't use an impact driver, it's guaranteed to strip out. Boy, that was bigger and heavier than it looked, but it's off the car. Well, one side down. A little corrosion on this side holding it on, so I'm gonna whack it with a hammer a couple of times, see if I can free it up. A little PB blaster and let that soak, I think. And now normally when we do this, we're not trying to reuse the rotors. So we would just whack them from behind with a sledgehammer. But in this case, I am trying to reuse these rotors, so I don't want to damage them. So I'll just take my time, a little PB blaster, let it soak, and it'll be just fine. Well, this time I thought ahead, and I got some junk wheels from the junkyard, but I didn't bring my lug nuts over. All right, fronts are done, so on to the back. I warned you about the set screws up front. This one's gonna be tricky. This one's likely gonna be rusted, and I'll probably have to take a different approach on it. I'll see, but I don't know. Beating it with a hammer, trying to just shock it, break some of the rust around it loose, and I really hope this bolt comes out. I don't know. I think we need to let this soak with some PB Blaster. While we do that, let's walk out to the bat cave and see if we can find some places to store these parts if they'd be safe. So this is my CL550 that I bought back from a customer I sold it to. He didn't take great care of it. We've got to fix the air suspension on it and some interior stuff, but it'll be back up to snuff here in no time. All right, welcome to my bat cave where all of my broken cars live. Well, my personal broken cars. This is not my shop. This is a vacant shop behind my building that my landlord is letting me use to keep some cars in. Now, the channel seems to really be growing lately. We're only at 3,000 subs. I can't justify spending a lot of money. But if we manage to get to 50,000 subscribers, I will lease this building, I will paint it white, and I will make this our YouTube studio. So we're not in the shop, we'd be back here. So this is 2000 something. 2000, let me look, I don't remember. It's first world problems, I guess. This is 2004 SL55 AMG, and this is an amazing, amazing machine. It's been sitting for months because the SBC module, which is under an extended like million-mile, 30-year warranty through Mercedes, the local Mercedes dealer won't warranty it for me. And they won't warranty it because they're dicks. Bellevue Mercedes says that they cannot communicate with the module to prove that it's bad. I took my scanner down there, my Autel, and proved it, hooked it up, and saw all the data. And they said, no, our scanners won't read it, but they wouldn't show me their scanners. So I've been working with Mercedes of America for the last 6 months or so, trying to straighten this out and get this car fixed and on the road. Hell, I don't care if they just give me the part, I'd be happy. This is my 2000, what year is this one? This is my 2012 CLS 550 twin turbo, and I love this car. When I sold my SL63 about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I bought this one out of Texas. It got here, and within about a week, the motor started to eat itself. It's got a problem with the rings eating into the piston liner, and it really causes some problems. So we need to rebuild the engine on this one, but as soon as we get some free time, we will. Can't wait to do that. So that's it for all of my Mercedes. 2 Maseratis. If you're new to the channel, I tried to give that one away. Guy flew up from Texas, blew a clutch slave cylinder while he was here. That sucked. I haven't fixed it yet. Mine needs a clutch. Soon that'll happen. And somebody needs to take over this project because I'm just not going to finish it. 68 Baja Bug. It's awesome. It's a rolling shell right now, but it's got all new fiberglass on it. It's got some cool wrap on it. Somebody, I'll give you a really, really good deal on this bug, but I'm not selling just the body. It's a whole rolling thing. So this is not a flex. All of these cars are broken. All of these cars are super depreciated. So it's not like I won the lotto in 2005. Every one of these cars needs work. I gotta fix customers' cars to fix these. This is just what I love to do. Now, in order to get the swag bag, different merch that I've got for the channel, put in the comment section of how many Mercedes do I personally own. Not how many are in the shop, how many I personally own. I put them all out there today, and I'll pick one of you at random, and I will send you the merch back. A little bit of heat, a little bit of penetrating oil, and some patience, and that came loose. Also some brute force. Forgot to unplug that. I better cut it. All right, so the rears, looks like when you take them off, they don't come out in one piece like the fronts do, so that's all right. Easy enough. Well, we are lucky that came out. There's just nothing left of those threads in there at all. In fact, I think most of it's rust is the only reason it came out, because it packed with threads. Oh, here we go again. Well, I will let this soak and go do the other side. So Steve co-hosted, or my co-host Steve, did the last video mostly on his own. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the job he did, and kind of intimidated me and making me feel bad about the way I'm doing it today, because he was so good in the way he was explaining why and what he was doing and all the steps he was taking. And I'm like, I'm just gonna beat shit with a hammer. It's rusty, I'll get a torch. Steve is an amazing technician. I'm a business owner. I never was a tech. I started out as a service advisor. I grew up in a shop, basically self-taught. So I rely a lot on them to take care of all of the finely detailed things. I just do the brake shit. Literally, I break shit. I'm gonna resurface these rotors anyways, and I didn't hit it that hard, so it'll be okay. See, little bits of chunks, but that'll machine out. Oh, I see what it is. There's this bump thing here. Stud, it's a stud. Just whack that out. I don't know, I can't believe I missed that. There, that solves that. Wheel will go on now. Anybody want to buy some badass wheels and tires? I'm gonna be selling these for about $1,000. Oh, hello, rusty screw. I'm gonna put the torch to it like I did the other ones. That seemed to really make a difference. Perfect. That one's gonna come out nicely. Let's get the big guy out. Just need a bigger tool. That's what she said. That's what she said. World's longest caliper bolt. All right, there's that. Almost done. All right, so that's the last rotor. If anybody's wondering why we're tearing this car apart, this beautiful S-Class, it's because I got hosed on the title. There's a long story to it that I won't go into right now, but I'm a licensed dealer. I got contacts at DOL. I tried mechanics liens. I tried everything. I could not get a title for this car. So unfortunately, it's only good for parts. So if you need any S-Class parts, let me know, because I'm gonna have this impounded as an abandoned vehicle here as soon as I get everything I need off of it. All right, so I got the 4 pads, rotors, calipers off the car. I'm not gonna resurface the rotors yet. I'm gonna wait till we use them. Then what I'll do is I'll clean them up, I'll paint them, and I'll resurface them so they look like brand new. As far as the calipers go, assuming that we can use them, I will likely send them to Tony. Voodoo Custom Paintworks, he's over in England, but he does some awesome stuff. So assuming we use those calipers, I'll send them over to him and have him do that lark red on the calipers to match the DDE livery that's on the car now, or DDE red that's on the car. I think it's a pretty cool color and I really like it. Steve's gonna be pulling the engine out, transmission. We're thinking about going with a manual swap, converting that car over to manual as well. So this is early on in the idea phases. We're still working on kit, so we got a couple of big projects. I happen to have this car, I'm getting rid of it, so I figured it'll be a good time to scavenge the parts. So don't get on me if we don't have another wide body video for a while. And don't forget, go back through and count how many Mercedes I own personally, and you may get a merch bag. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because comments and likes and shares and subscribing is currency on YouTube, and that's what keeps it going. So thank you.